Hello parents, this is Dr. Cat bringing you our October 26th video portion of our Dragon Blast newsletter. Just some important items to highlight. Our book fair, our evening book fair was actually last night, and so far so good. The book fair is going extraordinary. Thanks to the PTO and all the wonderful parent volunteers. We seriously could not do this without you. The excitement on the kids' faces when they walk out with that bag of books is certainly priceless. Couple things, just some reminders as we get into the heavy season, meaning activities are starting to start up outside of school. Kids are getting a little tired, long days. Please try to have them here before 9 o'clock if you're driving them. I know it's difficult in the morning. I know that can be hectic. Haven't been there myself. But as closer to 8:30 is the best. It gives students the opportunity not only to go outside if it's a good weather day, but it also gives them the opportunity to just socialize with their friends and kind of calm the anxiety of the day if they have any, and really get into the flow of things and be on time and enter the classroom with their students. It truly helps. Please look in the next few weeks for your teacher to send you an email about signing up for conferences. Yep, they're coming up. November 20th, 21st, and 22nd, you will have the opportunity to meet with your child's teacher to discuss their progress and any needs. The evening conferences are Tuesday, the 21st of November. At the end of this video, we'll sneak into some second grade classes. We'll also sneak into the second grade in special area as well, PE, music, art, and then library, actually the book fair, as well as get a glimpse of what a school-wide positive behavior reward looks like. So when students earn those Dragon Dollars and place them in the bins, when they're randomly selected, what do some of those rewards look like? A couple things. Haunted House Balls tomorrow night, the 27th, so hope to see you there. 5th grade is going to Paradise Farms on Monday the 30th and Tuesday the 31st. 2nd grade's got a Franklin Institute field trip coming up on November the 3rd. And also, Mrs. Giuliano asks, if you're in math club, please remember it starts at 8:20. You cannot, and please do not drop your child off before then. There will not be math club December 15th or the 22nd. There's some information in the newsletter about collecting suits for our warriors, so please look for that. There's also some information about a Read to Dream literacy event taking place. We have some library news coming from Mrs. Shabork, so take a look at that, and some information updating our STEAM station, which she and the staff and the students have worked so hard at. There is some positive praise. I like getting that positive praise coming this way because we just don't get it enough. Like I've always said, we turn on the news and we see things out there in social media, and a lot of times it is not a good thing. Speaking of social media, I sent something out about a parent event on November the 6th at Henderson High School. I strongly encourage you to attend. Having a 24-year-old, 18-year-old, and 17-year-old myself, I know that when cell phones and Instagram and Facebook, I could go on Snapchat, all became popular. My kids were in high school and middle school, and it was a struggle. It's a struggle to keep up with all that stuff. So those of you that have little ones and your kids are starting to come to you and ask about using technology, please attend this event or do your research. My experience as a parent and an administrator and teacher, I can tell you one thing. I truly shudder whenever I hear a parent say, "My child would never," and then you can just complete the sentence. Or I hear a parent say, "Oh, well, my child knows better." It really worries me because you really don't know what your child can do and can't do, especially as they get older, because peer pressure can be extremely overwhelming and more than we can even imagine. So please consider attending that event on November 6th. Some nurses news, some news from the kitchen, just some of the regular resources and information that we have is in there. So as I said, let's take a look out at our second grade. And, all right, so now we're going to go out. Let's visit some second grade classrooms. We only have 3 of them, and 2 of them are out back, so let's head on out back to our portables.
We are going to do crisscross greeting this morning. You're going to stand up, you're going to find somebody across from you, and you're going to greet them nice and loud so Shri can hear their names.
Joel, Sam, Elohe, Anthony. Elohe, Chafin. Good morning, Ben. Ciao, Chloe. What's up, Chafin? Good morning.
we're back inside. Let's go take a look at Mrs. Bob's room. See some math on it. Hard math or easy? Easy, hard, doesn't matter, whatever you think it is. That's why you're here. This week, as I told you, we are going to peek in on our second graders. So I thought not only will we go into the classrooms and see the 3 second grade classrooms, but I thought we'd also catch them in the special areas too. Now on days 1, 2, 3, and 4, your children may go to any one of the 4 specials: library, music, art, or physical education. So for right now, we're going to sneak in and see what's going on in music.
Here we go. On a Saturday night. All right, now we.
All right, let's peek in the library. We have our book fair this week, and I think most of the students have probably already checked that. I see what you bought. Let's see what you guys bought. What's in here? What's the book about?
This is first grade, right?
What are some of the books about? Pirates? Come join the Pyrosaurs? Like dinosaur pirates, right? What about this one here? It's about monsters? So am I in here? Am I a monster?
Yeah.
I am? Where would I be? I'd be that guy there?
Okay.
This is what they think of me. They are doing physical education. Let's see what's going on.
Lunge, swing back, step, and roll. Go ahead.
See what they're doing in art. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Dr.
Oh my God, I'm wonderful today. How are you? Hi, Colin. Give him a nice breathing. See bugs. I see butterflies.
That we catch the bug in our jar. Then we're going.
Check it out. They are. They're bugs in a jar. What you see out here is all the reward winners whose Dragon Dollars were picked out of the bin who kickball with the teachers. So here are some of our teachers volunteering to come out and get a little morning exercise and have the students. Yep, we got Miss Powers. So I want to thank you for visiting our second grade in special area. You saw some kids getting really excited with the book fair. Like I said, it's one thing for me to say it or write about it, but I think it's another thing for you to see it. You saw some wonderful art going on. That's an opportunity for them to be expressive, learn about all the basics of art and everything that it means, as well as to socialize, which is helpful for them too. And in PE, you saw Miss McGinley practicing some bowling skills, it appeared. You saw that come into play as the kids get older. If they earn that reward, you saw the kickball reward with the staff versus the students. That's always a fun time for those kids that were fortunate enough to have their Dragon Dollar picked out. You got to experience some morning meeting and some morning work time. Mrs. Bop's group was doing some morning work. And Mrs. Wackerman and Mrs. Forbes' group, you got to see them doing morning meeting, which all of the classrooms participate in here. And what you saw was a morning greeting. So you saw Miss Wackerman doing across the circle greeting, where kids can go across, pick a classmate, and say good morning to them. And then you could hopefully you heard some of them say it in different languages. Mrs. Forbes' group, if you didn't understand what was going on there, they had a sticky note in front of them with their name spelled backwards. So the student that was saying good morning to them had to say good morning, but say their name backwards. So you could see a lot of giggles going on there. If you didn't know what that was, it was because they had to say their name backwards. So there is some research to the whole morning meeting thing. If you're interested in learning more, certainly ask myself or your child's teacher. But it really is a good way to get them started for the day. So again, have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see you around school.